What's the word? So today I'll be making the case for purchasing an older vehicle, and what I mean by older, you see on the internet nowadays where people talk about the enshittification of things, the younger generation, or just people in general, or just slop, the slop, they give a slop when it comes to food, entertainment, media, and now the vehicles, the modern car. They sell you a car, they sell you an overpriced hunk of shit. They make you get a loan on it. You pay interest on it, and by the time you're finished paying that hunk of shit off, the shit don't even run. Or before you even finish paying the motherfucker off, the shit's obsolete. Either the fucking software doesn't, or whatever it is. Whatever these companies plan to make these vehicles not repairable. And you see a lot of people speaking about these things on the internet, like Louis Rossmann. I followed his channel back in the days when he was screaming about this, about how the techs couldn't repair the phones and right to repair. Anyways, I'm kind of like divergent, but this also applies to vehicles, but it's different though. With it's not like the phones where, and you see this with phones too. Before I move on, where iPhone was found guilty, or Apple or whatever, that they purposely slow down the phones so people could go buy a new one. And I think it's a genius business move, but the fact that to get a customer coming back, right? But the fact that people still stuck around, like, damn, they fucked you. They sold your overpriced phone, they fucked you, and now you gotta buy another phone, so they keep fucking you, right? I don't get it. Excuse my language, but back to the shit though, right? The used vehicle, the case to buy the used vehicles. Now, I was watching one of Aaron Clarey's videos, and he was speaking about how this is today, a live stream he did today, where I guess Microsoft and Mercedes-Benz are gonna team up and create this. They're gonna start implementing their AI so you can work, you can be more productive, and it's fucking spyware. That's what it is. Everybody knows it. Nobody wants it. They're fucking trying to shove this shit down people's throats. And honestly, people are waking up to this shit, especially the younger generation. I looked at some stat on the internet that the Gen Zers, they want no part of it. They don't give a fuck if the stock market collapses tomorrow, and all these things that these systems and mechanisms that are in place to keep you on the hamster wheel. Throw weight to the shit, which is a good thing, But back to where was I gonna go with this? Hold on, some fucking moron over there distracted me. But oh yeah, so the younger generations, they're starting to look for other ways, and the younger generations, they want to buy older cars. They want to buy. They're starting to build their own PCs, that kind of shit. They what else? They're woke to this shit, right? Essentially, what I'm saying. And it is the time, I'm in the Bay Area, right? This is a time, I believe so. This is an opinion, to buy a used vehicle while you still can, older. I would say we don't know what the cutoff date is, when it comes to, but I would generally speak, if you buy a car that's 2002 and older, mechanically speaking, if you buy it from a non-honest individual, you're gonna get a good car that runs for a while, like this car where I'm filming this video. This is a 94, 95, I forget. It's Toyota Camry, 99, I think. It's got AC, it's got power windows, power locks. What else? It's got a motherfucking sunroof. I'm about to show you guys right now. Check that out. Whoop. And it's not spying on me. I mean, technically it is, because it's a fuel injected system car. It comes with a computer. But the point I'm trying to make is that back then, when Toyota delivered a car, or just any car company, right? They sold you a vehicle. They had some sort of integrity. They were proud of the product. They couldn't just sell you a fucking piece of shit car, or just anything out there. Any of the goods and services. And where I'm going with this is that those of us who are smart enough to catch on to this kind of crap, we're starting to adjust. I've never had a car note, right? So I don't know what it's like to fucking be a slave to the bank in those terms. But I fucking be pissed. If I woke up today, I had a car note, I had a piece of shit car. The car was probably worth it's probably down a third of its fucking value. And yeah, I still gotta finish paying the fucking hunk of shit off. Anyways, I'm just ranting, right? So this is a perfect example. I paid $1,000 for this car. It's got, let me see how many miles. 264,000 miles. I fill it up with $50. The gas, it gives me around 200 miles to the tank. I just bought this car too. What else? It's got a 4-cylinder. It's got all the bells and whistles. I only drive for eight minutes. It's 8 minute drive to my job. Uh, what else? And it runs perfectly fine. Why the fuck would I get any of the modern slop vehicles and now they want to spy on us? Why would I do that? And this is what everybody's waking up to. Why would anybody do that? And those who are smart individuals are opting out. And these cars, they're getting bought out. Like I told you guys earlier, I want to go see a vehicle with my brother in Sausalito. The guy didn't want to, he would rather keep the fucking truck before he sells it for a lower price. But you also see individuals where they're like, fuck it, whatever. It's an old piece of shit car. They don't understand what's about to happen within the next, I would even say 5 years, but within the next guaranteed 10 to 15 years, this is going to should be a trend where there isn't enough properly running vehicles that are lasting a while. I'll give you guys another example where I have another vehicle. It's older than this. Classic cars. That's another one where I got an '80s vehicle. I fucking love it. You see it in you guys maybe you've seen it in the interior. In my previous videos, I sometimes record in that car, and that's an older vehicle where it doesn't have. Matter of fact, that one also has power windows and all the bells and whistles, but some of it needs repair. But that's the thing, you can repair the motherfucker. I can repair this. If the motor on my on this power window goes out, I could go to Pick and Pull. There's plenty of junkyards. There's people on Facebook Marketplace. There's enough spare. They make millions of these. You can even and you know what? I just thought about something. My father, I remember as kids, he would take apart alternators and rebuild them, and that's like a missing skill that we have nowadays. And I don't even know how to do that. I can replace one, but to actually take apart an alternator and rebuild the motherfucker is something that a lot of these older vehicles is it's not that complicated. And if you don't want to deal with the bullshit that comes behind buying a brand new car and having to keep up with the Joneses and fucking trying to fucking, oh, look at me, I got the newest shit, and being the fucking corporation's fucking bitch, where they go like this and they fucking fuck you. That's exactly what they do when they sell you these fucking brand new vehicles, and I don't want part of it. I don't even get a good car out of it. At least back then, if you finance a vehicle, at least you get to keep the motherfucker. And matter of fact, I know this Chinaman. This motherfucker got a 1989 Toyota, and I remember my brother asked him, how long you have you had the car? Brand new. What you mean? Oh, he motherfucker bought that car, and to this day still driving it. He's got his money's worth. At least that, because that fucking car lasted. Nowadays, these fucking Hyundais, these Mercedes, what else? These BMWs, fucking EVs are all fucking trash. They fucking break down. They're fucking they're trash. And if you don't want to be a slave to the hamster wheel, having to pay off your credit card and your car note, and this is the shit that us smart individuals are doing. And that's another way. And I'll finish it off with this. If you want to protect a little bit of your purchasing power, you got a few, 5,000, but you can find yourself a running classic car that might need some elbow and some grease for around $5,000. And that's doable. Still, these prices are still accessible to the average individual like you and me, but you just gotta fucking be willing to put in the work. You just gotta, but what can I say? Some people just rather have that $700 car note payment and the hassle that comes within owning a newer vehicle. I'd rather not stress about that shit. Anyways, I'm just kind of fucking yip-yapping around, and I'm gone. Tune into the next video. Peace.